Galaxy's Land's parks. We have to talk about that there are four parks to choose from, right?
That's right. There are 4 theme parks, and they all offer totally different things, something for everyone. There are thrills, themed dining, and, for example, I am a Fantasyland, Magic Kingdom lover at heart because of the classics and the nostalgia, but I am becoming a Star Wars nerd thanks to my husband. And so Star Wars Galaxy's Edge is, I think, one of my new favorite places.
But at Hollywood Studios, there's just not Star Wars. You can pick from a lot of different things. I love the thrills. I am very into thrills. So I really, really like Rock and Roller Coaster and Tower of Terror. Thrills all the way. And they're so immersive. The topics, the theming, it's all so different.
Yes.
So for one of them, Rock and Roller Coaster, it would seem like you're stuck in traffic, but in a really weird type of traffic because you're going really, really fast. And then on Tower of Terror, you're in like an elevator, you're dropping a lot. So the thrills are different. It feels really fun. But guess what? I've memorized where the pictures are taken.
Of course you have.
So I really like to take my family and my friends and my boyfriend on these rides and tell them where the pictures are going to be.
Smart.
So I just really, really like looking back at the pictures and be like, oh, you made a really funny face there. So that's just what I love about thrill rides.
I feel like, so my favorite is Millennium Falcon Smuggler's Run, of course. Yeah. And there's nothing better than pulling that lever and jumping into hyperspace. I've definitely startled a few other guests on that attraction when I've been on it. But I have a funny story. So the first time we ever visited Star Wars Galaxy's Edge was right after it first opened, and I visited with my husband, and we're walking into the theme park holding hands, and we're so excited talking about what it's going to be like. We turn the corner, we see the Millennium Falcon, and my husband goes silent, and I got really nervous for a moment, and then I feel him squeeze my hand. I look over, and I see a little bit of pixie dust that it was almost the same look that he had when I was walking down the aisle. And I think he had that same look the first time he built a lightsaber in Savi's workshop. It's so meaningful to see your partner, turn into a child before your eyes. And then we also love using the Play Disney Parks app too.
Okay.
That's a lot of fun. As soon as we're in Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, my husband's running off on the app, collecting credits and things. So it's so much fun.
You know what else I love about Galaxy's Edge? The characters.
Yes.
Well, yeah. I'm a characters girl. I love characters. So when you're just walking around Galaxy's Edge, you can see your favorite Star Wars characters all over. And my personal favorites are Rey and Chewie.
Yeah,
I think they are so awesome when you see them walking around the Millennium Falcon and stuff. Wow, they are so cool.
Yeah, and so I think my favorite though is Mando and Grogu. Oh. I recently met them on a girls' trip.
Oh my God, but with Grogu, isn't he obsessed with his macarons?
Oh, yeah.
He's food obsessed. Yes, he is.
And he's food obsessed like I am. So when I'm at Galaxy's Edge, I really, really like to get Ronto wraps. Yes. I know that you guys love them too. They're the perfect theme park snack, but they don't really feel like a snack to me that much. They feel like a full meal.
Yes.
They are delicious, and I just love sitting and taking it all in while I'm eating my Ronto wrap, all the sounds of Galaxy's Edge, looking at the people walk by, then Rey and Chewie, of course. I haven't seen Mando and Grogu yet.
Yeah. Yes, neither have I. Yeah.
This theming, it's just, wow, out of this world, literally.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, and I love Ronto Roasters. Did you notice that they have a pod racer engine heating up the meat when you walk in there? It's so cool.
Perfect.
But I think there's also Docking Bay 7 Food and Cargo. It's a great place to go inside, cool off. And just like Oga's Cantina, where we are right now, I love coming in here, grabbing a fuzzy tauntaun, feeling your lips tingling a little bit, and feeling like you're, imagine you're a bounty hunter, looking for your next gig. And it's just such a fun place to relax. Oh, yeah. Yes. You have to listen to DJ Rex. He just dropped a new playlist, too, recently. So it's just such a fun place to come and hang out and feel like you're in space.
It is. But speaking of great places and theming, I feel like we should also talk about Toy Story Land.
We need to. Yes, the immersion here, just especially in this park, is just off the charts. And I know you love Toy Story Land.
I do. It makes me feel like a little kid again. I'm a 90s baby, so I grew up with those movies, of course.
Yes.
And so whenever I walk into Toy Story Land, I just feel like I'm a 5-year-old again, you know? It's all the nostalgia, the music, all of the theming, and my favorite characters are all over. So I just really love walking in there.
Yeah.
Yes.
Toy Story was actually my 5th birthday theme. So it totally brings me back to my childhood. And, you know, you really do feel like you're the size of a toy when you see there's a 25-foot long Andy footprint in the middle of the land, which is so cool. And then giant Jengas. But my favorite part is Toy Story Mania. My family's very competitive, and I feel like we are always comparing our scores at the end after shooting all of those 3D toys during the games. It's so much fun.
Do you win all the time?
Oh no, I am the worst at it, but it's still a ton of fun.
But you know what I like? I mean, I feel like I always go back to the thrill rides, but the thrill ride at Toy Story Land, Slinky Dog Dash.
Yes.
I have to talk about it because it's so much fun. I feel like it's a very chill ride, very Instagrammable.
Oh my goodness.
But we do need to talk about food over there because, oh my gosh, I love going over to Woody's Lunchbox and getting the Lunchbox tart. It reminds me of some of my favorite childhood treats. Yeah. And then the Roundup Rodeo Barbecue. I think I haven't tried it yet, but the thing that I'm most excited to try are their nature-based food options. They have such unique options. It's not just burgers or, you know, hot dogs. It's some really unique plant-based options. And then they have grown-up drinks too. And that's actually what they call them.
That's so exciting. But what I really like about that restaurant actually is, again, all of the theming that went into putting it together.
Yes.
And also when Andy's coming, you need to stay still. Because, you know, you're
we're
a toy.
Toys.
Yeah,
yes.
Exactly.
Well, and so getting back to food, maybe we should talk about like the best way to wrap up your day. Maybe Fantasmic, because so we recently did the Fantasmic dining package, and there are a few different restaurants that offer the dining package. We did Brown Derby. I think you did that too,
I did
right?
that one too. Mm-hmm.
And we had such an incredible meal. They have either a prefix appetizer and entree or an entree and a dessert. And we had so much fun. Maybe a few of us had margarita flights as well with our meal. But after your meal and Fantasmic shows coming up, you walk up to a VIP entrance. You get priority seating. It was our best view ever. And I don't know about you, Anna, but the new Moana scene, you know, it made me tear up. It's so beautiful.
I know. Moana is really cute, but
I know what you're gonna say.
I'm partial to Frozen
there
too.
We go. Yes.
You know, I had to say it.
Yes.
I feel like Fantasmic is such a great show. Also, what you mentioned, it's perfect for date night too.
Right.
It's just really, really nostalgic. The music that we all grew up with and love, and the story that we all know, but all of the new classics really kick it up a notch. And I feel like the new show is so good. I don't know. It's just really good. And I love it.
Yes. It's like extra magic. Which
so
is really,
emotional.
Oh my gosh. Okay. So we wrapped up the day. I love that. Now, I actually had a chance to sit down with a member of Hollywood Studios' guest relations team to learn more about some of these offerings that they have for young adults. So let's check that out now. Hi, Trinity.
Hi.
Thank you so much for being here today.
Thank you.
Okay, I have a ton of questions for you about your amazing role, but let's hop into it. Let's get started. Now, can you tell us a little bit about yourself and your role?
Yeah. So I started with the company in 2017. Right now, all of the roles that I've been through have ended up at guest relations. And with our role, we do a lot from, you know, finding the right services for people, for accessibility, helping them with all their tech issues as far as we can, and then making sure their day just goes as planned so they can have the best day possible.
Oh, gosh. So a cool job.
Yeah,
totally. Now, can you tell me what does a day look like for you in your role?
Yeah. In guest relations, a day starts off, you know, park open, all the guests are coming in all at once. They want to rope chop and ride the best rides early in the morning. Then maybe take a nap a little later, but we set them up for that success that they come in, tickets are right, park passes are right. They just come right in for the day.
Oh
and
my gosh.
They just have a great time.
Yes, making magic.
Yes.
Oh, I love it. Okay, another question. What is your best advice for young adults who are visiting Walt Disney World?
Definitely go outside the parks and experience everything that we have to offer. You can do a Skyliner sightseeing throughout the resorts, or even monorail sightseeing throughout Bay Lake, and just experience everything that is not within the parks if it gets a little too busy or crazy.
That's a good tip. I love that. All right, now, more specifically, do you have any advice for young adults who are visiting Hollywood studios?
Yeah, so Hollywood Studios, I definitely say see all of our shows that we have to offer. We have Frozen Sing-Along, Beauty and the Beast Live on Stage, the Indiana Jones Stunt Spectacular. You can have a lot of fun just watching those throughout the day and see all of our amazing performers and see everything they have to offer.
Oh, I love that tip. All right, another question. What is an experience at Walt Disney World that young adults might overlook, but it's a must-do?
So definitely, if you're, into group trips with all your friends, definitely rent out a marina boat.
Okay.
And just have some fun. Just enjoy what Bay Lake has to offer, even our Epcot rentals, and enjoy everything here at Disney World.
Oh, that is a really good tip. All right. Last question. Share your favorite memory of a time where you helped young adults visiting Walt Disney World.
So I recently had a couple who came, and for accessibility reasons, they were worried about what they could and couldn't do. But I just set them up for success. We figured out what they could do based on their concerns. And then we also figured out what they wanted to eat. I said, what are you looking for? And they said anything. So I said, well, great, you're in Hollywood Studios. We have American, Italian, fine dining, everything your heart could want. And we were able to book something right there with them.
Oh my gosh. Oh, I love that. That's such a good little story. You just sprinkling your daily magic. Yes. Well, I have probably 1,000 more questions for you, but I'll let you go. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.